Hey guys, the Explorer Report here, Horrorboy465. Welcome back to some more reviews. First of all, just wanted to say that I apologize for not making any content for the past week. I should have many things, mainly just lack of, I guess you'd say motivation to do movie reviews, and also just not really knowing to do. I have a couple of franchises that I have lined up, but just this whole week couldn't fit it into my schedule to watch them and just really wasn't in the reviewing mood. Also, past couple of days I've been pretty sick, been awfully sick, um, and it's even caused me to miss a couple days of school because I've just been awfully sick. And today I'm still kind of sick. Wasn't gonna make any videos today. Actually, my plans to do this was not even thought of until I just got on YouTube and looked up randomly. I just randomly typed in XFL because I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. And shout out to WrestleMania because I really like watching his stuff, especially the Behind the Titantron videos. And I was actually going to get ready to watch that. And I looked up XFL, and the first thing I see about 3 to 4 hours ago, Vince McMahon was on ESPN and said that he was going to relaunch XFL in 2020. Now, I apologize I couldn't get Colton to live stream. I was actually going to wait till I could probably go over to his house and we could record this broadcast over there. But I had to get my thoughts out on this subject as soon as I could. So apologies to Colton, but he won't be in this broadcast. I just had to get this broadcast made as soon as I could because as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, I got to make a stream as soon as possible. But first of all, before I get into this, if you're a fan of the XFL, that's fine. If you're a fan of the idea, I mean, anybody can be a fan of anything. My channel is mainly just me sharing my opinions, and I'm actually hoping to hear other people's opinions. So if you guys have other opinions on this, I totally support that. I encourage that. I encourage varying opinions, what I love about doing this channel. But this is just my opinions on the situation. This is just my thoughts on the situation. Just knowing that this came out of nowhere because literally, like, I just got on YouTube, typed in the XFL, and boom, there it was. Like a couple of hours ago, Vince McMahon on ESPN announcing XFL relaunch. And I'm sure people are like wondering, what's the XFL? What's the XFL? I might get into it in a second. But yeah, I seen that and I was like, I gotta discuss this because I do a lot of WWE related content. With Colton. Sometimes I go and do other videos like WWE stuff. I did reviews for like Jake the Snake Roberts, documentary Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. I reviewed video games, pay per view stuff like that. So I'm a pretty big fan of WWE. Still am. Don't really watch as much as I used to, but I'll still catch the pay per views when I can. Um, I missed Raw 25, but in a way, I'm kind of glad I did because I heard the first half of or the first hour of the show was good, was really good. But I heard the rest of the show was garbage, pretty much. So again, I wanted to see Raw 25. That was actually one of the only few times I really, really wanted to see a Raw besides the Raw at WrestleMania. Um, just goes to show how big of a fan I am of Monday Night Raw. I mean, not right now. It's just, I don't know. I try watching it, but it's like 3 hours long, plus SmackDown. And I used to watch them back to back, and it took up so much time. And Raw, most of the time, I'll be honest, is kind of forgettable in my opinion. In my opinion, it is. For me, I'll just stick with the pay per views and documentaries and stuff like that they have on the WWE network and stuff like that. I'll stick with all that stuff than watching Monday Night Raw or SmackDown because I tried watching those and it's just kind of painful to watch. In my opinion, it's just I'm a big fan of the product, but Monday Night Raw is just way too long, and SmackDown has its problems too. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that stuff. But to talk about this, the XFL. I actually just got done watching one of WrestleMania's Behind the Titantron videos because I wanted to sort of get a little bit more information on the XFL. And I already knew what the XFL before I had checked out WrestleMania's videos, or even before that. I knew about the XFL. And basically, what the XFL is like supposedly it's supposed to be an alternative choice to freaking NFL. Don't know why I forgot NFL, but XFL was meant to be an alternative choice to the NFL. I think it was even supposed to rival the NFL. And basically, Vince McMahon attempted back in like 2001 or so. He attempted to basically take WWE's thing, the entertainment stuff, and combine it with football. Basically, making sports entertainment football. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna get water over here. I gotta have my water with me during these streams. But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically WWE, only it's football. And I guess it wasn't scripted. From the video I just saw, I guess XFL wasn't scripted, but they still tried to do some things for the entertainment side of it. And again, if you're a fan of that, that's fine. This is just my opinion on it. I mean, literally, this is my honest, truthful opinion on the relaunch of XFL. First of all, XFL is considered a massive failure. WWE, hyped it up, put a lot of money into it, put millions of dollars into it, and so did freaking like NBC or whatever channel was having it at the time. I think it was NBC, and they put so much money into that. They put so much money into the idea of the XFL that the fact that it flopped so bad is crazy, because there was literally millions put into the program, and people getting behind the idea because maybe they don't want to see traditional football. Maybe they want to add a little bit of spice to it. They want to add a little bit more of an entertainment side to it. From what I've heard, the XFL is kind of having this reality TV show go to it, and I don't understand that. For me personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think it sounds ridiculous and stupid to apply what works with professional wrestling and to combine it with football, especially trying to do it on the terms of the NFL, or trying to rival the NFL, or trying to be an alternative choice to the NFL. Because first of all, NFL is 100% real. It's a real sport. And I get it. People are like, okay, well, there's amateur wrestling and there's professional wrestling. Yeah, but professional wrestling's been around for freaking forever. It's been around before even WWE, before WWF. And it was around long before Vince McMahon, and it sort of became its own thing. It was its own thing for the longest time. And I think it works as its own thing, professional wrestling. I think there's certain things you can do to certain other things that makes it work. That's like movies. There are certain things you can do in movies that work, that don't work in other movies. And there's been plenty of examples of reviews done on here where movies have tried to do the same thing in other films and it didn't work out so well. And XFL, when it began, was promoted heavily by WWE or WWF at the time. And a lot of promotion was put into it, a lot of money. And that's why I'm kind of surprised it failed, because it wasn't like this unheard of thing that just sort of was there, but nobody really knew about it. No, they put heavy amounts of money into the advertising and to the promotion. So the fact that it failed in that part kind of surprised me. But the part that doesn't surprise me is that if you were to turn on to NFL and you see a commercial for the XFL, and it was talking about oh, we're going to take football, we're going to make it extreme, we're going to make it this new, brand new thing with these new characters and these new teams, and you promote like a WWE thing, I probably wouldn't watch it. I personally would probably not watch it because to me, it doesn't work. You can't take what made professional wrestling really awesome and combine it with something that's supposed to be 100% real. You know, it's an actual sport. And I like how Vince McMahon says, oh, we want to go back to the days of the power hitting football and the old school rules. I'm like, hasn't football always been the same? I mean, you can't really, get too many alternate versions of football. I mean, it's an actual sport. It really hasn't changed that drastically, if at all. I mean, football has always been the same. It's just, at least it's what I think. I think football has always been the same. Now, I get it. NFL, there's a little bit different rules in college or high school. I get there's rules here and there that are changed for, ranks of football, I guess, whether it's high school, college, professional. I understand that some of the rules get changed or some of them get, a little bit more different than the previous level of football. But still, it's not like us taking this one thing and trying to make it a whole brand new product. This man tried to do back in the day. And it flopped, it failed, cost a lot of money, down the drain, and that's what it was. It was considered one of the biggest fails in probably television history, at least from what I've heard. Because it like I said, it was promoted, it was hyped. And the fact that it failed so bad, it made it one of the biggest flops in television. And Vince McMahon, went back to WWE, and it ended up costing a lot of money, and it just didn't work out so well. And after watching a couple of WrestleMania's videos, seeing some footage in there of XFL and stuff like that, I kind of didn't want to watch it. Just in my opinion, it looked bad. It really did. The teams looked bad. The approach to it looked bad. It really did not work. It looked bad. It just didn't look like it made sense that much. And that's what I don't get. Vince McMahon's like, I'm gonna just take it and I'm gonna change it and I'm gonna make it this. I want to make it old school. I'm like, how is applying a reality TV show angle to a professional football television station, or like trying to make the XFL pretty much professional football only with like WWE stuff in it? I don't get that. I really don't. I don't understand how Vince McMahon. For me personally, I don't understand it, and it flopped. When I get on here and make this broadcast is because he's trying to relaunch it. Me and Colton have covered WWE stuff a lot lately, and we reviewed pay-per-views, talked about doing discussions on superstars, discussion on booking, and WWE is not in the strongest position right now to try and branch off and do stuff like XFL. They really aren't. And I've heard rumors. I've heard a rumor that Vince McMahon might even sell WWE to do XFL. And if he does that, I won't know what sense that makes. I really don't. If he legit sells WWE, now grant WWE will get picked up and it'll probably get relaunched and new owners and stuff like that. WWE will probably go on. But the thing is, what makes it so dangerous is that we don't know who will pick it up, and we don't know if they'll know what to do with WWE because Vince McMahon's running for so long. And I just think it's a big risk of them doing that. I think it's a stupid risk. I think it's a dumb risk. I don't know why they're trying to bring back XFL. It already failed massively once, again. And if it ends up being a big hit, I'll be as surprised as I can. I really will be. Especially now at the NFL. I mean, the NFL's always been a big thing. Super Bowl, stuff like that. That's always been a big hit. But right now, it seems is one of the highest points for the NFL because I hear about the NFL a lot. Don't watch NFL that much. I watch when they college. Go Bucks. Um, but I don't watch a lot of NFL. Probably gonna get some hate for this, but the only team that I like is really the 49ers. And that's because they're the team that I've seen the most games from. But then again, I just hope I don't get too much hate for it because I don't really watch NFL that much. I just, I would rather watch college football. I think it's, in my opinion, it's more exciting to watch college football than it is NFL. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm more of a college guy. But NFL right now is at a big point, highest point I've seen it in a long time, and it's talked about a lot right now. Super Bowls are big hits, and it's a large, large thing right now. Man, to take something and try and resurrect it after it only had one season, it really only had one season on TV, and it got taken down. Back, and I've heard rumors, and I hope they're just rumors. I hope they're not. I hope that Vince McMahon doesn't sell the company, because if he does, then we don't know what's going to happen to it. I watch WWE occasionally, mainly pay-per-views. The pay-per-views I do see are pretty good. The company is not in the greatest position, even if he doesn't sell WWE, even if he tries to manage WWE and try companies up, suffer from that because they're not in a good position right now to be doing that, because you're going to be taking off a big stream of funds from the WWE because now you got two companies to worry about, or you got two things to be worrying about. And it's a very dangerous thing. It's a very risky thing for Vince to do. And I really don't know why he's trying to do this. It died. It's dead. Just let it stay dead. You're not going to bring it back and have this miracle hit, especially with the NFL being as big as it is now. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. If it does happen, I'll be surprised. I'll be like, all right, took a risk. It was a big hit, whatever. But when it first launched, it was a disaster. So for the fact that he's going to try and bring it back, I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. I don't get it. He should be focusing on trying to make WWE better and not trying to just go, oh yeah, well, we could do XFL. What the frig are you trying to do the XFL? It's going to fail again, cost millions of dollars again, down the drain, and here we are going to be stuck with WWE with less money. And from what I've heard, stock isn't doing great. Money isn't doing the greatest right now in the company. So that whole situation is not looking good. It really isn't. And I guess now it's official. 2020 XFL relaunch. 2020. I got so much stuff going through my head right now. And also I'm very sick, so it's very hard to focus on this video because I don't feel the greatest. But I just don't understand the risk. I will understand the risk. If it was something that was a big hit and it just, one day went downhill and it got shut down, but maybe we want to bring it back and give another shot. Something that was good, but it didn't get enough coverage on TV, or maybe it just sort of, ran its time and it got shut down. But if you try to bring it back, maybe it would spark new interest. I would understand that. But if it's already been a massive flop to the point where it's been one of the biggest flops in television, why Vince McMahon is trying to bring this back to life, I don't know. I don't know, and I get it. Vince McMahon is one of the best businessmen out there. He really is. People don't give enough credit. At business, Vince McMahon is one of the best, and I can say that at business. So I think he can get the promotion, and he can pour money into this because he has money to pour into this, and he can get promotion behind this. That's not the problem. The problem is people seriously going to watch this because I'm not. I'm not going to watch the XFL. I don't even watch NFL, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe I don't watch NFL to begin with that much, but I still watch football. I watch college football a lot. I love football. I think it's a great sport. But the fact that Vince McMahon tried doing that in the past and it failed, and it just doesn't sound interesting to me. It doesn't sound interesting because, like, it doesn't work like that. You can't take an actual sport and combine this WWE entertainment style to it and try to think maybe it'll work, even though it already failed massively. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. And he's going to put so much money into it, so much notoriety, so much promotion, and I think it's going to flop again. I think it may even flop harder than it did before because of how big the NFL is right now. I think this man shouldn't do that. I think he should focus on WWE. I think he should try to make his content better on WWE. Focus the money on making your original company better, Vince. You know, give the people what they want. Make your quality of your shows better. Do things differently in WWE because I don't know. For me, it seemed like ever since the brand split happened and ever since everybody was put on these separate rosters, which, you know, I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't want the brand split back. I really did. I wanted split rosters again. It's exciting. SmackDown and 205 Live and NXT. But NXT is sort of its own thing. But really, it's 205 Live and Raw and SmackDown, or just Raw and SmackDown, however you look at it. Because there's Raw, SmackDown, and the Cruiserweight division, which is, I guess, owned by Raw, so I guess it's on Raw too. But whatever. I think the problem with the split rosters is that you're not able to have all this variety to it. Same matches, the same rivalries, the same everything, and it only lasts so long until the next draft. But I honestly think if they would have done it a little bit more differently, a little bit more talent, and stop recycling talent, then it would probably be a little bit more interesting because we wouldn't get so many rematches every time you watch Raw or SmackDown. It would make it interesting. But right now we're on split rosters. There's a lot of injuries, lots of people being let go, and the company is not at its best to be focusing on. No, I get it. It's like, oh, it's still 2018. 2020 will be a different year. Come on, that's a couple years from now. It'll be a total different time in WWE. I don't know. I don't think 2 more years is going to be much different than now because it's just 2 more years. 2020 isn't going to be that much drastically different than 2018. I think it'll be very similar because it's not that far away. Granted, 2 years, but not that far away. It ain't like it's a freaking decade away or something like that. And right now, the company is not trying to get, I mean, at least from what I see, pay-per-view wise, it's good, but as far as decision and booking wise, it's not the greatest. There have been creative decisions that I don't agree with. There have been booking decisions I don't agree with. There have been superstars who have been pushed to the moon, who don't need to be pushed to the moon. And there have been superstars who have been held back for years, chance to go and rise above. We got people walking out. We got people leaving the company. We got people getting fired. It's not the best time right now to be trying to branch off and do another idea. I don't know if it'd be a different company. I guess it would be because XFL is its own thing. For instance, WWE used to have like on XFL. They used to have custom jerseys on the XFL. name, it just said their freaking nickname or whatever. They would have backstage interviews and like WWE used to do, or they still do, I guess. But like stuff like WWE does, interviewing and reality TV show aspect of it, which I guess would be a little bit of WWE. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I just don't think it's going to be a good idea. I don't think it's going to be a good thing for Vince company. It's just going to be a disaster, in my opinion. In my opinion, and I just can't believe this is happening. I can't believe it. The only way I found out this is because I just got on YouTube and looked and typed in XFL, and that was the first thing that popped up. I'm like, oh my goodness, is this real? And yeah, Vince McMahon, yeah, it's 2020. It's the relaunch XFL. We're gonna make it a customizable experience for the fans. I'm tired of watching the NFL, and we're gonna make it to where it's up to the fans. Basically, make it a customizable football, like with WWE stuff in it. And it's in my opinion, just a good concept. It's a dumb concept, if I can say it. And it won't work. It didn't work before. It won't work again. And I don't know why he's doing it. It ain't worth the risk. It ain't worth all the money. That's pretty much my thoughts on the situation. But Vince McMahon announces relaunch of the XFL. In my opinion, does need to happen. It doesn't at all need to be a thing again. It died for a reason. It's gone for a reason. It flopped. It failed for a reason. I don't think it's going to be a big hit. I think it may even fail more because yet the NFL is where it's at right now. Sometimes WWE and like TV ratings, stuff like that. But yeah, it's a big risk, and it could jeopardize WWE. That's why I'm not behind it, because if you're going to sacrifice this company that you've been running for over 30 to 40 years, because his dad run the company too. Yeah. So instead of WWF, it was WWF. But, 40, 50 years of a company, but Vince McMahon running the company for about 30 years. And you're going to risk all that because you want to launch a NFL rival, NFL alternative choice, the XFL. We're going to take and customizable rules and these weird teams, these teams that just look and sound stupid, in my opinion. They looked and sounded stupid. The logos look stupid. It was all generic sounding and stupid, and it kind of screamed professional wrestling in a way. And I don't know. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. But XFL coming back is gonna be a big mistake. Hopefully, it doesn't damage the company too much, but it's not going to be a good future for WWE, most likely. Most likely. And for the XFL, most likely. I guess it'll be season 2 of the XFL. I don't know if it'll be just a relaunch season 1, relaunch season 2. Don't know. Don't care. I'm not going to watch it. And I know that's like, well, you're being a little bit too negative on it. You're being a little bit. I don't try to be. It's just how I feel, It's a big risk, and I really do, still enjoy WWE, and you're putting it at a big risk. So I mean, that's my honest opinion on it. And if I were to get on here and lie about it, it wouldn't be my honest opinion. My honest opinion is how I feel. That's just how I feel about the situation. It's not good, guys. It's not good. But anyways, guys, violence. I'll be coming back eventually with the Jeepers Creepers reviews, as well as the Final Destination reviews and stuff like that. But right now, I have the energy to do this video, but I knew that I had to make it because as soon as I seen that, I'm like, I gotta make a video about this. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video, and thanks for watching the stream, and see you guys later. The Explorer of Horror is out.